Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to show another AVI-8 watch. This is the Spitfire, and this was actually loaned in from a good friend of mine, Jerry, who made the Loom Monster. And in the back there is an upcoming video of another watch that he had sent in. So I figured since this is all Jerry's stuff, I'd throw that box in. So let's dive into this AVI-8 Spitfire. I've been wearing this one today, and it's very similar to the P51 Mustang that I just did a few days back. That was Craig's watch. This one, it's hard to say. I wished I had them side by side. I don't know that I could say I like one better than the other. I like them both. So we'll dive right into the specs. It's a 42 millimeter case with a 50 mil lug to lug. It's a 22 millimeter lug width that the bracelet tapers down nicely to 18, so it's super comfortable. Overall thickness is 13.4 millimeters to the top of the domed sapphire crystal, which I know it has AR coating, but it has a little tint of blue there. So I think it might be a blue AR coating. Is sapphire crystal. The movement is a Miyota 8218. So it hand winds, but it doesn't hack. So you can't hack or stop that seconds subdial down at the 4-ish o'clock. And it is a 50 meter water resist, or 165 feet. But I'll take a kind of a close-up look at this. It is just, it's much like the P51 where it has a multi-layered dial. You can see the nice applied indices around the outside, the 05, the 25, 35, 45, 55, and those really long hands that stretch out is on one layer. And then the second subdial down in the bottom is at a lower level, as well as the 10, 40, and 50 kind of inside registry. It has a black date wheel at the 3 o'clock. All in all, it's just a beautiful watch. The bracelet is super nice, really comfortable, fully milled out clasp, 3 micro adjust, so you can get a good fit on it. It also on the back has a really nice display back with the rotor is the Spitfire aircraft. Kind of see it there. And around the outside, it talks about it being a sapphire crystal, and it's got some other just information on it as well. Nice screw down case back. What I really like about it is, just one of the many design features. It's got kind of rivet look to it here. On the edges there by the lugs. And if you look over here on the crown side, it's kind of hard to see. Here we go. So it's got the rivets on the edges, it's got the crown in the middle, and then it's got kind of these V shapes on the side, which really it portrays you looking at the nose of the aircraft while it's coming to you, and the crown is the propeller. Really cool styling detail. I really love the embossed looking rivets on the case. It just gives it a really cool look, and that little visual appeal as you're staring at it during the day. Let me show you on my 7¼ inch wrist how it fits, because it's really nice. It fits well. That's what I love about some of my buddies. We all have kind of the same wrist size. I had to literally just move it 1 micro adjust in tighter, and it fits perfect. And so I really appreciate not having to size bracelets when I get watches in. And a lot of the watches that I buy, if they have metal bracelets, I'm usually buying them from friends that I've already pre-qualified to make sure they have a very similar wrist size, because sizing bracelets is generally not too difficult. But when you can just pull it out of the box and throw it on, come on. Not much better than that. So I want to compare this a little bit to a couple of other watches I've got here. This one on the right is my Hamilton khaki pilot date something. It's got a big old long official title, but it's basically the same exact case size, same roughly the same thickness. I mean, it's a very similar watch. I used to really be into the diver watches, and I've got several, and I've got one here also to compare, which is also a 42 millimeter, but you can see the difference in the dial and the look. I mean, it's just, these Aviator Pilot watches are really growing on me with just the legibility alone. They're just so easy to read. And I know I didn't set the time on this one, but you get the idea. But with the dive bezel, the dial itself is just a lot smaller, and it wears similar, right? It's a similar shape and size case. It's just that legibility. And the Aviator Pilot watches just have so much more wrist presence. And I got one more 42 out here that really kind of also, you know, just looks different because of the dial and the things, right? This is my Casio Pro Trek. And when you kind of compare all three of these in a 42 millimeter, you can't just go by the raw case size number, because you got three 42 millimeter watches here that all wear differently. So I've learned a lot as I've hung out with some of these Aviator watches and my Bertucci glow-in-the-dark watches that are 40 mils. You know, it's really kind of opened my eyes that there are a lot. You can't just go by the case size. There's a lot of factors that go into the watch size and how it wears and how you enjoy it. So let's give you a lume shot on this, because it's actually pretty good. And, you know, we kind of block out the monster, but this is incredible lume. They're on the Hamilton khaki pilot date, not as much for sure, right? On my Seiko custom build, well, Seiko lume is just Seiko lume, and then there's a little bit of lume on the Pro Trek, but the Pro Trek does have a light. But the lume on this AVI-8 is pretty incredible. I really dig this watch. Don't worry, Jerry. I will get it back to you with the other special that just came in today. So don't stress. You'll get this watch in its box, and you'll get that watch. Oh, the other thing I almost forgot. This came on the bracelet, but it also included this very nice leather strap, which also has a sign buckle and whatnot. But I don't know that you would, I mean, it works on the strap, but I don't know, maybe Jerry will switch it and wear it on the strap, but I personally would absolutely not ever take it off the bracelet. So anyway, wanted to get this out and so I could get it back to Jerry here in the next few days. So thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you think about the debate. Aviator watch, diver watch. Aviator watch, diver watch. What do you guys vote? Maybe we'll take a poll here and just see what the consensus is. So thanks a lot, guys. You have a great day. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.